today. From Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Tom Brady and the Chicago Bears taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Detroit Lions.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the reigning Super Bowl MVP in his fourth year now. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
No,
right?
two touchdown passes last week.
But when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Past the 20. 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Bears.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 14 carries, 68 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well, but I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever at 43 years of age now. It's the great Tom Brady.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
At the 34-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And the Bears are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the 1st score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 1st quarter lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Stand 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
Complete to
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Detroit.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Down and 10.
Mahomes to throw once more. And Conley's got it over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Third down.
Now it's Mahomes again. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second.
Jacobs now. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The 34-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A gain of 13.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Lions nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Hey, that 29, Alpha. Bunt formation, bunt formation. Come on, boys, come on. Hey, hey.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. Let's go, man. Alabama, Alabama.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
At the 50.
Throwing again on second down. Brady quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
They will run the draw with Jacobs.
At the 27.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Returnable here from the 38. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, here we go. Check.
On play action, now Brady. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Preston Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here comes the Bears defense now back out onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, they're 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
brings up 2nd.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completion here to Claypool. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, right side. Claypool's got it. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Complete to Dalton Schultz.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. Davante Adams, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. The Falcons still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world. See what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Zach Pascal, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from the 30 on second down. Brady. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 30.
Brady now on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
We can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Cashman on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted by the Lions.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. And they were right in that gray area on the edge of long field goal range, maybe too short to punt it. So the defense probably was expecting this was a possibility.
They should have been. And in most cases, what you do on defense is you go to what they call punt safe. In other words, you leave your defense on the field, prepare for them to possibly go for it, and then you just have a little bit different responsibilities. You're not really trying to get a big return. You just want to make sure you get the ball back. But they fell asleep with the switch.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Now Brady on the bootleg. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Brady over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 27, Brady. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This will be caught at about the 6. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Now Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The field goal is good.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Mahomes. Conley's got it over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Christian Jones.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Detroit.
Man out of the backfield, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Lions.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Xavier Rhodes on the coverage.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
What we got? 57. Mike, 57.
And again, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try.
I got you. 47's the mic.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Ingram again.
At the 40.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 35.
That's good.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, now Brady. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. It fights him off. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, man, come on. Don't do us like that.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Mahomes now to throw. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Dalton Schultz.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
59, Mark, 59.
They go with Jacobs. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
On the tackle.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.